you know, no matter how bad things are or how things are going in your life, there's always hope that other people are there to share your burdens and your sorrows, and they step in and, you know, are just there to lift your spirit.
You know, patients rely on that, and sometimes when they're in situations where they feel there is no hope, the Foundation and the UEF can offer that hope to them.
There is hope here. You know, we do take care of each other, that when you've got a situation that you're trying to figure out where do I turn to, you know you can turn to us. There is always hope here.
Just when you think you'll never put it all back together, too many scattered pieces, you don't know where to start. The fire that burned inside you, now only embers shine through. That smile you wear is not what was in your heart, but no words need to be spoken. We'll make beautiful out of broken. Hope lives here, even when your sky is falling. Just believe there's a new day dawning. Take my hand, we'll walk this road and face any fear. 'Cause where there's hope, there is love, and hope lives here.
I think there's an obligation to all of us to help those around us if we can. And I think just the feeling you get back that when you hear someone who was helped, you know, I was part of that.
In turn, I give back to those in need, because you never know when that turn might come around to you.
Each department giving 100% is important, because we're all one team and one family at LMC. And obviously the more people you have participate, the better the fund can provide.
I give because I do see the needs, both in our employees we have quite a few employees in our department who have needed the help of the foundation.
For me, it's a way for me to give back to the community and it stay in this area. The money that is given stays here.
It's just like a big family, and you look after each other. And there's never hesitation. You just say, I need this, and they're there.
It all started in March. My son took him to urgent care. They sent him straight to the main hospital to have an emergency appendectomy. Then about a month later, I ended up admitted to the hospital for a hysterectomy, and that all happened within a month. I had exhausted my annual leave. I was, you know, exhausted my income because of paying, you know, medical bills and stuff. Then in October, my house burned down. It's an awesome feeling knowing that somebody is there for you. You never know how bad it feels, that feeling that you get whenever your child has ran out of your burning house with no shoes on. This is the easiest way that you can pay it forward.
You didn't have a perfect ending, but now you have a new beginning. You see, it's the little things that need the most. Keep moving every day. I'll help you find your way. Now you can touch the things that seem so close, because now you finally see you've got a reason to believe. Hope lives here, even when your sky is falling. Just believe there's a new day dawning. Take my hand, we'll walk this road and face any fear. 'Cause where there's hope, there is love, and hope lives here. Hope breaks through like a baby's cry, a warm embrace and a long goodbye, a gentle touch and hands that heal. Life's not easy and feelings are real.
2 years ago in October, I was diagnosed with breast cancer. Last year, during the winter, our heat went out and we needed to have a new unit. And I had no money that we could do that. I have 3 children at home. During that time, I really didn't know what to do. We always think that once you go through your chemotherapy and you go through your surgery and you finally made it through that last treatment, that you're done and you're back to work. But the financial devastation sometimes does not hit until much later. And it was probably a year or so later when all the medical bills are coming in and everything sort of catches up with you that you really realize that part of the diagnosis, that part of the devastation of the diagnosis.
Hope lives here, even when your sky is falling. Just believe there's a new day dawning. Take my hand, we'll walk this road and face any fear. 'Cause where there's hope,
my wife, Buffy, had just given birth to our second little girl, Sophia, and she was actually breastfeeding in the middle of the night and had a horrible, horrible headache. I put the baby in the crib and I walked in there and she was slumped over. Dr. Hall came in there and talked to us, and I'll never forget him telling me that she probably won't make it out of this because she had a massive stroke. And even at that time, I wasn't sure how bad, but it was very bad, and it bled in both sides of her brain, and on life support for a couple weeks in a coma. You know, she still can't talk. Her level of thinking is still very childlike in a lot of ways. She still pulls out her hospital badge and holds it up and gets weepy about it. But we still have hope. You know, we still know that things are going to turn out right. And all that kind of started from the get-go with UEF. You know, to have people there to instill hope in you, hope goes a long way.
I was in bed and I was asleep. And I woke up by the grace of God, and I looked up and the fire was coming through my bedroom door. The father went back to save, after he got my daughter and the 1-year-old out, then he went back to get the other 2, and he did not return. I got a phone call from Eric Roger, and he said that he had a check for me. I put it in refinishing my house from the floor to the ceiling. That's what I did with that money. And every day I can look and see where that money went.
Hope lives here, even when your sky is falling. Just believe there's a new day dawning. Hope lives here, even when your sky is falling. Just believe there's a new day dawning. Take my hand, we'll walk this road and face any fear. 'Cause where there's hope, there is love, and hope lives here. Hope lives here. Oh, hope lives here. Yeah, yeah. Hope lives here.
You gotta just have hope and believe and trust in God to make it through.
We never know when we'll be the next person that is in need, and I think it's very important that we all take the time and make that sacrifice to help.
If you can give, what a great gift to give to somebody, because I'll never forget.